This is going to be me upgrading the CPU in my wife's computer and installing a graphic card, and not an upgrade, but just put new RAM in. Alright, as it sits now, it has an i5 6400 quad core, 16 gigs of RAM, 2 8 gig sticks, 500 watt power supply, 240 gig SSD. So all I'm doing is upgrading the i5 to an i7, a 7700. BIOS is updated to the version where it needs to be to run that CPU, and then I'm upgrading the RAM because I'm going to use this i5 in another system I'm building, so I need new RAM. Instead of just put new RAM in the other system that's just going to have a new motherboard, I'm going to use the new RAM. I already have that in stock, so then the old RAM is going to go in the other computer I'm about to build once the motherboard comes in. Here we go. Ain't very hard upgrade. Probably millions of videos of this being done. But this helps, you know, if anything happens, insurance purposes, and just me references back to it. I do this a lot, so it ain't something I do every once in a while. Well, I don't, you know, change out i5s in my wife's computer to i7s all the time, but yeah. This is a reference cooler. It's either maybe an IBM. I don't think it's an IBM. Maybe an HP or a or Dell. I'm not really for sure. I don't remember. I did an upgrade for someone, and they wanted a better cooler. Turns out this cooler was actually doing a better job, but they still wanted the other cooler because of looks. Pretty stuck on here. I think I got it all loose. Wiggle a little bit. Yeah, see, the whole patch looks pretty bad. Normally, this is what I do. I take some regular toilet paper, wrap it up like this, just to get this stuff off here. See, it's coming off pretty good. So obviously, I don't want this all over me. Comes off pretty good. This is some Arctic Silver 5. Looks like I'm going to be needing some more. Same thing on here. You can see, clean up the cooler. I don't know how good you can see that. Is it really too bad? I'm gonna really worry about cleaning it, but run this on it. I'll blow it up and blow it up. Yeah, pretty decent. Same thing in here. Around the socket. Here is the i5, you probably can't see it. i5, here's the i7. This is 7700. It's not a K, not really gonna overclock anyway, so this board's not really too good at it. As you see, it's H110M. Bit on the side. This is the i5 6400. And this is an i5 7700. i7 7700. Okay. Not really worried about final cleaning on this with like alcohol, because it's gonna sit in here, and then when I do it, I'm gonna re-clean it. So no reason to take the real effort in cleaning it. You can see, pretty simple. Now that it's done this far, I take some of these. One, usually only takes one, because it's pretty much off there already. Now if it's a fresh thing, like a used computer, it's usually a little bit harder to take it off. Been and wet. I'll wipe down the CPU. It's brand new. Okay, and now the cooler. As you can see, look, nice and clean. Cooler is a little beefy. The stock cooler is about half of this, the same size of fan, pretty much. Let's see. But yeah, the cooler is about twice as. Stock cooler is about half the thickness. So this really does a really good job. When I had this in my system, I first it went to my system until I got my Hyper 212. This actually did really good. Hyper 212 didn't do very much better than this, and the noise on this is not really bad. It's not really loud. It's not really quiet. It's like in the middle. Okay. I think the freaking thing just dropped down. So I'm gonna take the RAM out. So I think I'm gonna have to open it from the back to hold it. To get that freaking. It's got a little plate in the back. I think it's kind of not hold it very well. So I'm going to do this. Okay, what? Yeah, that thing's just flying around right now, so it just completely fell. So I'm gonna take these thumb screws out. This pan off. Set it to the side. No opening in the back plate. For real, I forgot about that. So I guess you're gonna see me take a whole motherboard out. Which isn't very hard. Yeah, there's no cutout on the back of this. I did not remember it did not have a cutout. So remembering it had a cutout, but yeah. And I was sure I put double-sided tape on it, but maybe I didn't, or it just didn't hold it. Real? Hoping I don't have to take this all the way out just to get this in here. Okay. Small amount right in the center. Thermal compound. Don't know how much I have left. Yeah, that should be good. Probably not the easiest way to do it, but yeah, I'm doing it this way. Okay. Okay, yeah, that didn't go quite as intended to, but I can try it. This board here, I want to say, has like a 2-year warranty. Just recently got it, so, and yeah, the one I just ordered is just like a really, this is a really cheap board too, but the other one is like a little bit cheaper than this, and it only has a 1-year warranty, so I'm rather stick with this one because of the higher warranty. They're both gigabyte, so obviously if I have a problem out of them, it's going to be the same person to contact. It seems pretty good company to call though. Talking about that, another company that's really good, that I think has really good customer service is Cooler Master. I say that because I ordered that Hyper 212 and the case I had a 120mm fan in the back, but it did not. I wanted a 4-pin or PWM fan, and it didn't. The back fan was not PWM. So I bought another PWM fan that was actually a little bit better than the Cooler Master one. So I put the Cooler Master fan on the back of the case right here, and the one I just bought on the cooler. Well, when I did that, I started hearing a vibration into the case. I didn't really like it. You can hear the noise. The higher the fan started, the back fan did, the higher it hurt. You heard it, the louder it got. So I called them. Well, I didn't call them. I left them an email or whatever, contacted them, and they contacted me back telling me, you know, hey, you know, I was like, hey, this fan's making a noise. I just got it. I only had it for a couple days. And they're like, well, they showed me what I needed to do for the RMA. It's like, oh, you just need a new fan. We'll just send you a new fan. So then they sent me a thing on how to do it. It's like, well, that system I was thinking about selling anyway, so I didn't. They're like, well, get a copy of your receipt, take a picture of the fan, and you cut the cord of the, well, not me cutting it, but show your receipt and the fan, and it was cut, and we'd send you another fan out. And I was like, well, I was debating if I wanted to do that, and then I got an email saying, hey, you know, here's confirmation on your, from, you know, Cooler Master, and they just sent me another fan. I didn't even follow up, and they just sent me another fan that quick. So I thought that was pretty nice. Okay, there's an i7. It's in it. Make sure I just did not put the i5 in there. Okay. Now, like I said, the RAM is basically the same exact RAM almost. Still two 16 gigs. This RAM is, I'm believing, is running at 2400. The other RAM was only 2133. That's why I'm adding this RAM into this too. I don't even know if this board's gonna run that like that. Hoping, since it does have you know, the i7 in it now, that it will run it at the 2400. RAM does not want to go in. There it goes. Pop it in. Grab the other stick around. Yeah, this is the kind that it doesn't have the two tabs. It just has a one. Gets a little bit tricky putting it in. Good to go. Okay, this is in. This did have a video card in it at one time. She stopped really using the game video card because she stopped, you know, we played World of Warcraft. I stopped playing, and then she stopped playing, so didn't need it anymore. And they just recently sold that graphic card for $110. Yeah, probably maybe could have got a little bit more out of it. It was a 960 for the win. It was just a 2 gig model. So I was thinking, you know, 550 sell pretty good. And plus, I didn't want to have to, you know, deal with all the people in the area. They're pretty bad on wanting to buy stuff for basically nothing. So I was pretty much looking for a quick sale on it. The other system I'm using this old hardware out of, and I'm not using a video card in it, and this might not even keep a video card in it for a while. The video card might be in a couple months, a couple weeks, I don't know, because I had this video card up for sale too. As you can see, this is just a 3 gig model, super clocked. I did like this because it does have, instead of just the you know, super clock model, it does have a better cooler on it. You can see all the original stuff still in here. I just slapped it back in. Got the sticker. Is there 2 stickers here? Yeah, 2 stickers. this back off in here. It still does have the Molex. Still has a Molex to 6-pin. Oh, bags in there too. This down. Bag over here, and a static bag. Do have my wrist strap on, and it's tied to my oven. It's not a gas oven. You can see, so everything to it. Pop this off, set it to the side. Now she's gonna be running HDMI because we are running the TV. So what I like to do on this like this is just turn this. This does have an HDMI. So I just put that little piece right here, blocking the HDMI. This motherboard only has one video out. It's HDMI. So there we go. Video card. So it clips in. Good. This case does have like a 82mm fan in the rear, I'm thinking, but then it also has the 120 from the power supply. It does have a 120 millimeter fan right here in the front. So it does have decent airflow. And what I'm doing here is just screwing in the video card, and then this has a little plate that hooks in the back and takes one screw. Okay, and here's the video card. Her old one did have an 8-pin, didn't require an 8-pin, so I'm just gonna set this to like this. Just hook this back in. All done. Cable management isn't too bad. It doesn't have very much in the back. See here, just sitting here flat. It's pretty bad, but I was planning on doing more. Yeah, it looks pretty bad, but I'm still just gonna leave it like that. It's gonna be opening whenever, maybe a couple of days. Side panel goes on really easy. The thumb screws back in. I'm gonna check it out, look over it again, make sure I did not miss nothing. As you can see here, video card. It's got two USB 3.0s, 4 2.0s, your audio. Basically it. It's just really basic black. At one point I was thinking about just painting this black just to make it look a little better, but you don't really see it. It's put in. So now it's complete besides putting the side panel back on. Now it has an i7 7700. Still the same 16 gigs of RAM, but it's new, so it's got a brand new CPU, brand new RAM, and a used card because this was my video card. I just upgraded to a 1070. I will be showing the video on that too. That's basically pretty easy. Thank you for watching. Let me throw this panel on here. Now as you can see, the side window does make it look pretty nice. Since almost everything in this case is just black. I'll turn it so you can get a better look once I get this thumb screw in. Okay. There you go. Microfiber cloth. Just got freaking. Case is pretty nice. When I actually got this case, I thought these little grooves were actually holes, but they're not. So yeah, one day I'll probably take my Dremel out and kind of Dremel these holes, all these holes, at least on the bottom here, for it will have a little more air intake, because all it really has is this, but it does have a high static pressure fan behind this. Two USB 3.0s, two 2.0, audio out, audio in. This is a power button. No, this is a reset button. This big circle is a power button. This is really small. It's nice. It's not, well, not really super small, but it's small enough. And she likes it. So that's all that really counts, is my wife likes it. So again, thank you for watching the video. If you really made it this far, this video is probably super long, so thank you for watching. It's not high quality, but it's good for me. Thank you.